What's up, YouTube? It's Brian from Hashware Hub, and today we're going to be going over a bunch of different cryptocurrencies, but IOTA is really the focus of our efforts here. So we're going to be going through a few of the other currencies pretty quickly, but IOTA we're going to go through a little bit more in detail regarding how to trade it from this point forward. But first, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell too, so you get all of our information directly to you with regards to trade signals and other information on the cryptocurrency arena, because we're involved in all sorts of different things. But let's get right into it right here. Right now we are looking at Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin, a daily chart, and Bitcoin's been going sideways for a few days here. Everything still looks super bullish. The trend is looking like it's coming down here a bit. MACD looks bullish. Our trend strength also looks bullish too. I'd imagine this blue line, not imagine, I know this blue line will tick up here in the next day or two, assuming the price levels stay about here or go a little bit higher. So that's going to allow us to bring our protective stops a little bit up. Next up, let's take a look at Dash. So Dash had a nice run up today too. It's basically at all-time highs. You see here the blue line has been ticking up, ticked up from yesterday. So our protective stops can also move up too. Our trend indicator is moving north a bit. And our MACD indicator looks like it's crossing into the bullish territory again here. So everything's looking really cool on Dash. Let's move to the next one. Ethereum. All right. So what's going on with Ethereum? Ethereum, the trend indicator is moving up here. Also, the blue line has ticked up too, similar to Dash. And that's a great thing for us because now we can take our protective stops and we can move them up one more level. So even if you had gotten in here along the blue line here, or even towards the tops here when the market was going sideways, if you put your protective stop right about the top of this blue line right here, which is about, let's call that $5.25 approximately, $525. You're in a win-win position. You cannot lose money unless you got in like right at the top of this bar right here. But if you got in anywhere along here, you'll still, and you put your protective stop right here, you cannot lose money. So that's a great position to be in. Thank you, today's run up. I really appreciate it. However, with that said, if you wanted to be risk averse, you could take your protective stop, move it up on, let's say, a portion of your position. Let's say 20%, let's say 30%, somewhere along those lines. So if the market were to come down a bit, you remove or you sell off a portion of your position. Then if the market were to come down a little bit more, you can then pick up some position. You can pick up the position that you just sold off at a lower price. It's a great strategy that we like to use all the time. Next, let's look at Litecoin because we're going to go a bit more into IOTA. So Litecoin, you know, what to say about Litecoin? We love Litecoin. Who doesn't? Unless you bought in at the top, but we didn't. And if you were following along with us, there's no reason why you should have. So, Litecoin, blue line also moved up here quite a bit. So, take those protective stops, move them up. Similar story like I was saying before with Litecoin. As far as what I was speaking before on Ethereum, you could do the same strategy here, where you can bring your protective stops up here. You can remove a portion of your position up here, buy it back down here. Awesome. Trend also is moving north, and MACD looks like it's reaching for the stars. So let's look at IOTA. IOTA. So IOTA had a down day today. And like what we've been saying over at least the past few days, if you look back on our videos, it must have been at least the past five days of videos. We've been saying start to remove some of your position. And not to say that the market won't run up tomorrow, but it does look like it's losing a little steam. Why does it look like it's losing a little steam? It looks like it's losing a little steam is because the market's been running sideways here. It's mixed. Up one day, down the other day. Up one day, down the other day. On and on and on. The blue line will move up here if the markets continue to move sideways. That's a good thing. It protects more of our position. However, what we're seeing is a divergence. You see here, the D-trend indicator is going south. The market is going sideways. There's a divergence. The D-trend indicator is a great indication of the underlying foundation of a particular security, or in this case, IOTA, which is not a security, but a cryptocurrency. So what is it telling us? It's telling us that the odds are that the market may not move up. Now, it doesn't mean it won't move up. It's just that the odds are that it may not move up. The trend indicator could still move far more south. It still has a lot more room to go. However, what we're starting to see is that this is a trend. And if it continues a few more days and the market continues to go sideways, the probability of a correction becomes larger and larger. I'll repeat that. The probability of a correction becomes larger and larger the longer the divergence between price and the trend indicator. So if the market goes sideways and the trend indicator is going down, there's a higher likelihood, the longer that happens, that there's going to be a correction. So for those that have purchased IOTA, depending where you bought it, your strategy can be different. And depending on your risk tolerance, your strategy can be different. But like something we would do is, since we buy in these low risk positions here and here, we don't need to be greedy about things at all. We had an amazing run here on IOTA. So what we've been doing is we've been slowly removing portions of our position. And you have to do that. So by the time this moves down here, we're in a great position. We have removed a portion of our position. We don't look and say, oh man, we had been making so much on IOTA before. Let's just hold a little bit longer. Maybe it'll bounce back up again. We don't wish and we don't hope. We take calculated risks with our trading. So since we took off a portion of our position, if the market were to come down here to this blue line, we're not panicking. We're not kicking ourselves. We're saying, hey, you know something? Maybe we'll pick up a little bit on this blue line, hoping for a bit of a bounce. And when it bounces, we'll get out. So that's the way we would trade IOTA going forward. Everybody has their risk tolerance and what they're trying to achieve. What we try to achieve is hitting singles. And even though our objective is to hitting singles, the market, especially this cryptocurrency market, has been on such a tear that even trying to hit singles has been turning out to hitting home runs. And this is considered a home run amongst a bunch of other trades that if you go through our videos, you'll see. So that's our 2 cents on IOTA. Another thing here, which I forgot to mention, is you could see, let's see if I can draw this here real quick for you. You can see that there is a trend right here on D-trend, right? And if this continues to come down, we'll see this as more of a breaking of this trend. So this little tail right here is what's getting us nervous. And if this tail extends and the market goes sideways, we get more and more nervous, and so should you. So with that said, any questions at all, leave a comment below. Email us, smoke signals, homing pigeons, whatever you like. You can get a question to us any which way you like. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Also, you'll see a link down below. That's a link to our Facebook trading team, where we share all sorts of information there with regards to trading. So with that said, that concludes today's review, and happy trading.